Now, on Ben Fordham 2GB this morning, Leigh Sales came on to explain why she'd emailed ABC staff a guide on how to report on the Uluru Statement and its length. She says that if anyone comes on, that the journalist should say it's misinformation to suggest that it's longer than one page. Have a look at her conversation with Ben Fordham today.
It's not some secret document that the government's going from that's actually being hidden from the Australian public. It's been there all along if you want to have a look at it. Do you know what this reminds me of actually, Ben? Mediscare. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Mediscare. But Paul Barry had a bit of a different take on it a week ago. Remember this?
Should Facebook have labelled her claim false? A spokesperson for Meta told Media Watch it wasn't us.
This fact check was applied by an independent fact checker and not Meta.
And that is true. But it was Meta that slapped it on. And given that there may be some point in what Credlin is saying, we think a disputed label would be more appropriate.
Brini, now, clearly the actual signed statement is one page, but you can't deny, no one can deny that the supporting documents are longer. Fine, it's not the actual Uluru Statement, but you can't call it misinformation that there's backup documents supporting docs.
Okay. When you get insurance for your house or insurance for your car, you get an insurance certificate. I've got plenty of them, and it's one page. Your residence, who owns the residence, what it's insured for, the insured value, the amount of money you're going to pay per annum or per month, boom, da boom. But attached to it are stacks and stacks and stacks of pages explaining your insurance. And that is what is in the Uluru Statement. There is a one-page front, like a header, like a main page, a letter, an overall front page. Then there is the attached details. Professor Megan Davis, who is possibly the most acclaimed person involved with this from the Yes side, and she's an academic, she's on the board of the NRL Commission, she does fabulous work. She even herself says, well, the Uluru Statement's not one page. And so they can't even get their story straight. But what I find stunning is that the ABC is such a weird organisation, and you and I have both been senior journalists at big companies, myself at News Corporation and Nine. Now, Leigh Sales, she's the one writing to the staff telling them how to be a journo on this topic? Like, if I'm working at Channel 9... And Peter Overton writes to me and says, oh, by the way, Brini and all you staff, when you're dealing with the Uluru Statement, it's a one. I'd say, good on you. You want the boss to write to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I don't want some fellow journo writing to me. I find it absolutely, totally and utterly, like they live in a weird world at the ABC. I can make up my own mind. I can read my own front page header and the 26 other pages.